Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily. We've come to one of my favourite places in the world, in the Peak District in the UK, to meet up with Sophie Whyte and Gracie Martin for a bit of a crack climbing masterclass. So guys, we're here at Higger Tour. Can you just tell me a bit about yourselves and what you guys do?
My name is Sophie Whyte and I work at the university in Sheffield doing research, and I also spend quite a lot of time climbing because I just work part-time.
And you're going to be teaching us here today about crack climbing. And by the way, I'm rubbish at crack climbing, so I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, I've been climbing for quite a while, probably almost 15 years, but I've only been crack climbing maybe about 2 years.
So Gracie, we know you more of a sport climber and a bit of an indoor climber. Is this a bit out of your comfort zone here today?
Well, I've never been crack climbing, and I've been trad climbing about 4 times when I was 10. So I'm hoping Sophie's going to look after me today. Yeah, pretty excited to have a go.
So Sophie, your task is to keep Gracie safe today. Can you just tell us a little bit about what we're going to be doing?
Well, I think if you're new to crack climbing, things that are probably important is to maybe start on something a bit easier, because it takes a little while. We're probably not going to master crack climbing in a day today with Gracie. So we're starting on something a bit easier. We're going to climb this route called the File, a Higger Tour. It's a mega classic. So this route is sort of starts quite narrow, the crack at the bottom, and then it gets wider as you go up. Towards the bottom, it's quite narrow, maybe even a bit too narrow to get your hand in properly. So you might look for the wider bits at the bottom where you can fit your hand in. And then towards the top, it's probably going to be too wide for your hand. So we might then need to use a fist, which basically means putting your hand that way rather than that way to make it a bit wider. Yeah. So I'll climb up, and when I get, and then I'll try and describe what sort of jams I'm doing at different points, and then maybe that will help a bit when you get there. Really good foot there, look. Okay. Right here, it's perfect size for my hands. Okay. So our hands are quite similar, so it'll probably be the same for yours. Really good right hand jam here, so I'll play some gear off this. So this bit at the top's a bit awkward, Gracie, if you jam it. So you've got a really good right hand jam here, just right of the jug, and then you can get your left hand in quite deep. You've got a really good right foot jam there. So Gracie, when you've got a good hand jam, if it's like a good size for a hand jam rather than a baggy hand jam or a tight hand jam, you're not really using your fingers much. So you should be able to like wiggle your fingers, and you're just pressing a little bit with your thumb towards your pinky. If it's a bad, sort of a baggier hand jam, then it's sort of more cupped hands. So then you sort of cup your hands and the ends of your fingertips will be more sort of on the rock. A fist, so maybe a little bit harder than hand jams, but and sometimes you do palm up, sometimes you do palm down. This one seems to, for some reason, just fit quite well with palm up, with your thumb inside your fingers. See if I can show one with my hand the other way up. Ooh, wiggling it in. And then we've got a bit of a fist jam. Oh yeah, it's pretty good when we've got it in with the hand, palm down.
Gracie, you've got a bit of instruction from Sophie. You watched her when you bee-led her on the route. Are you ready for your first crack experience?
I am more than ready, but we shall see how it goes. I'll, take my time, I think, and we'll see how pumped I get.
Awesome, well, wish you the best of luck. Don't fall off, we're all watching.
Thanks.
If you find that you're not really trusting your jam, sometimes it's better just to invest a bit more time in rearranging it and getting so you trust it, rather than like pulling up and doing a move that feels hard on one that feels rubbish. The next bit gets slightly steeper, but it's got really perfect, easy jam, so you get to see whether you trust them properly now. Go where the crack's quite wide, so you've got space to get your thumb inside your palm. And then for the next bit, then you can get to put your feet in the crack a bit more again, because it gets quite good for your feet. Yeah, that looks good. Woohoo! Good to go. Nice one. Now you look like you're a bit easier a bit now. Can you wiggle your fingers?
Yeah.
Oh, she's doing it. She can't be crimping, she's wiggling her fingers. Go on, yeah, foot in the crack. Nice. That's it. Nice. Did we say she was or wasn't allowed to use this jug? Oh, she doesn't need it. Look, she's got such a good jam. All fine. Bonza. Oh, you don't need it. I think what I did here was I then got my right foot even higher in the crack. So left foot smear up a bit and then right foot higher in the crack. You can use the jug if you want, that hand. So if you like get a higher right foot, you can then like reach up to get your left hand high into the jam on the next crack. Yeah, that way, that's it. Yeah, that's good. That's a good jam, isn't it? Getting cozy.
So guys, you've come down from the crack now. Sophie, how was Grace's first crack climbing attempt?
Good. She committed to trying the jams and not lay backing too much, and she seemed to do well. Got it to work a bit. Lots of learning.
What tips would you give her now she's on the ground and safe? How would she improve for next time?
Just do lots more. Yeah, you learn by practicing and just doing a lot.
And Gracie, how did you find it? Because you took a bit of a fall on that first attempt you did.
Yeah, it was pretty tricky, but once I got my feet working better, it felt a lot easier, and I could see like the improvement as I was going up already. So I think, yeah, like Sophie said, just practice a lot, and then I think I'd improve quite quickly.
Sophie, crack climbing is a bit of a mystery to a lot of people. It certainly was for me. How do you get started in it? How do you improve?
I just think if you have the desire to like give it a go, and maybe start on something that's maybe a bit of an easier grade than what you might normally climb, and then just try and be a little bit strict with yourself and try and learn to use the crack more and practice. It's all ready.
And get some gloves, right?
Yeah, I mean, not all rock types wouldn't be essential for, but some of the grits got quite spiky crystals, so it makes it a bit friendlier to start with, I think.
Cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for showing me a bit, and it was a pleasure to watch you guys climb.